Yes, sir. We are back for another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, know the voice, know the guy. It's me, really real, villain real. Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, we got another playoff series to talk about as well. Couple of odds out for the Minnesota Lynx and the Connecticut Sun second round matchup in WNBA playoffs. I have two plays for you. So that's going to be a total of 4 going into the weekend. I have not handicapped the side or total of the game yet. I'm still kind of working on that, still figuring out who I like. I think both of these matchups are just going to be really good. Like, these are the 4 best teams in WNBA right now. And so I think these are going to be very, very good matchups. There are a lot of things at play. So I'm going to talk about a few of them. And when I do that, you can come to your own decision and figure out what you like. But I will be getting down on sides. So I already got down on a total in the Liberty and the Aces game under. If you didn't catch that episode, but you really should go back and catch that episode. Already got down on the side on a total there. I'm more than likely going to get down on the side in that game. I'm probably leaning towards getting down on the side in the second game as well. But I have 2 player props. So before we get to that, though, gotta talk to you about the Betting Pros app. Make sure you go ahead and get that Betting Pros app. One-stop shop to track all your bets in one place. Hey, and they got a whole bunch of systems, that you can use to find trends in a whole bunch of sports. NFL, you can find trends in college football as well. I really, really like going through there and just punching in, hey, how do teams on back-to-back road games fare in college football? And I can go through there, I can type that in, and boom, in just a few seconds, it can go ahead and give me all of that data. I love the Betting Pros app. Go in there and sync those sports books to the Betting Pros app wherever you get your apps, in the App Store, Google Play Store, Android Store, wherever you call it. Go in there and get that Betting Pros app. And hey, when you go, get that free trial for Betting Pros Premium as well. It's free, so why not? All right, 2 player props. I got one. Let's start with what I feel like should be rather obvious, but maybe it's not rather obvious. But guys, I'm not getting in front of Nafisa Collier right now. I am absolutely not getting in front of what Nafisa Collier has going on right now. She averaged 40 points in that series versus the Indiana Fever. Uh, 30 plus point game, 40-point game. And so she's completely hot right now. And I'm going to keep rolling because the numbers do support it. And Nafisa Collier really does like this matchup against Connecticut Sun. We're going to Nafisa Collier over 22.5 points. And so we have to rewind time. And we're going to take this back to 2023, where Minnesota was an okay team. Like, they weren't horrible, but they weren't the best. They were about, I think they were a little bit above 500 that year. And they made the playoffs, and they ran into this Connecticut Sun team in the playoffs. So in that playoff series, Nafisa Collier started out slow in the first game. They ended up getting routed, and it really wasn't close. But then they came back and they won game 2 on the road, forcing a game 3, and ended up losing game 3 of that series. But they had Nafisa Collier had 14, 26, and 31 in that series. She had 21 earlier in that season in a blowout loss against the Connecticut Sun, and she had 30 earlier that season as well. Go into this season, she had 25 to begin the year in that overtime game. She had 9, but in that 9 game, she left that game with injury. And she actually she was 4 for 9. You would have liked to see her be a little bit more aggressive, but you would have thought that was coming towards the end of the game. But she ended up leaving that game with injury. Game after that, about, what was that, a couple weeks ago on the 17th, she had 31 points in that game. Nafisa Collier has been over this points prop in 5 of her last 8 games against the Sun. And that's including a game where she left early. So in 5 of the last 7 that she actually finished, she's been over this points prop. She's liked the matchup. She's been really, really good. This is the best player. And the ball movement that the Minnesota Lynx have on offense right now. They constantly find ways to get her the ball whenever she has a mismatch. She's so good off the ball that she can cut to the basket, and they put pinpoint passes on her, and she's able to get really good looks at the basket. Like, this offense was tailored for Nafisa Collier, and I think the books are still short on this because this is the playoffs. She's hitting another mode. I'm going with Fee again over 22.5 points. All right. Play number 2 is going to be Dewana Bonner over 14.5 points. And so, again, we're going to rewind the clock. And we have Dewana Bonner, who not only has had very, very good games against the Minnesota Lynx, but playoff Dewana Bonner is a thing. And so, rewinding the clock and telling people the history of Dewana Bonner. Dewana Bonner used to play for the Phoenix Mercury, where she won championship with Diana Taurasi, and she is literally the child and trained. And so all of that fire and everything you see in Diana Taurasi, she put that into Dewana Bonner. And Dewana Bonner, grown over the years, became a vet in the league, very, very good. She won 6 Woman of the Year like freaking 3 years. What was it? 3 or 4 years in a row that she won. I think it was like 3 years in a row. And then she comes to Connecticut. She starts off on the bench, and then ultimately Jacquel Jones moves on. She moves up into the starting lineup. And then now we get to where she's at, where she's just thriving. So Dewana Bonner has a long history of playoff experience. She has a long history of coming up big in playoff games. In fact, last season, she averaged 18.1 points in the postseason. Look at her last few games against the Minnesota Lynx. Again, her points prop is at 14.5. 31, 15, 17, 24, 25, 20, 24, 9. I mean, come on. That's 8. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have wrote that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the last 8. 7 of the last 8. She has gone over this points prop. Again, why is this? Go bet this right now. Go bet this right now. I'm perfectly fine betting this, and Dewana Bonner, playoff Dewana. I think that we should ladder this. I think we should ladder this. We should also ladder this. I didn't originally have this written down, but why are we not? Honestly, we should ladder Fee too. Honestly, you should ladder both of these players. We should ladder both of them. I'm probably going to just go ahead and ladder both of them. So let's see. Fee 25 plus is 1 plus 125. 30 plus is 4-1. 35 is 13-1. I mean, shoot. She's hit 35 in the playoffs this season. Both games. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Dewana Bonner can get her. I'm on DK for these guys. Can get her at 18 plus 190, 20 plus 320, 25 plus 12-1. Yeah, I'm gonna ladder both of them. I feel really good about this. I think they're both going to score. I think they both need to score, honestly, or it's going to look really, really ugly. I think Connecticut is the best version of themselves in the postseason when Dewana Bonner is playing really, really well, and she started off really, really well in these playoffs. In fact, she's gone over this line twice in the 2 playoff games already, so she's coming in hot to a matchup, and that's what I like about both of these players. They're both coming in hot to a matchup that they're already really good in. So I'm hoping this rolls over and they have yet another really good game in the playoffs. So there's the 2 plays, guys. We're going with Nafisa Collier over 22.5 points and Dewana Bonner over 14.5 points. Laddering both of those. I need to get a ladder drop. Like, I don't know. What's the sound a ladder makes? Maybe. Ooh, I should find a WWE drop of like somebody, maybe Jeff Hardy jumping off a ladder. I think I can figure that out. All right, that's it. Hey, make sure you give me a follow at really real __. Make sure you follow us at Betting Pros on X, on TikTok. Make sure you give us a follow at Betting Pros NFL. And hey, Make sure you also like, comment, subscribe on the videos, all of that over there, youtube.com/bettingpros if you haven't already. 5-star rating and review. Maybe. Yes. No. Maybe so. Bettingpros.com/fast. Appreciate you. And don't forget, you can get that Gary Payton signed autograph basketball as well if you do that rating review for me. So go ahead and knock out that rating review. We can get you that Gary Payton autograph signed basketball. Hey, September is almost over. You only have a couple of days left. Make sure you drop the review. You only got a couple of days left. And then that's it. I don't know what to tell you. So, all right. There we go. I'm already in the books, 4 plays for the weekend, and probably gonna add some more. So with that, I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna end it like this. We are out of here.